We'll go down on this. We'll go down here on this one. Let's go down.
The best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway, from Charlotte, another line going from in Florida down to Tampa of Putin's kleptocracy. Yeah. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him. The idea that.
All right, guys. So that is our brain dead president-in-chief, sleepy Joe Biden, who again is clearly brain dead. He has no clue what is going on, and it is super obvious. Okay, probably one of the most important topics that the mainstream liberal media is not covering, which they should be covering every day, is Joe Biden's mental health. Okay, because again, it is clear that this guy is not running the country. Okay, Joe Biden comes out here and states the U.S. position, or what we think is the U.S. position on certain topics, like, I don't know, going to war with China over Taiwan, and then the White House comes out and says, no, that's actually not our official policy, right? Well, if the president doesn't set the official policy of the White House, who does? Again, they did that when Joe Biden declared the pandemic was over. The White House comes out and says, nah, that's not the case, right? Again, who's actually running the show? The world may never, ever, ever know, okay? Maybe Obama's in his ear. I'm just saying. Joe Biden has been making a lot of these mistakes, and recently he made a mistake that is particularly egregious that we really can't ignore because, unfortunately, a congresswoman, Miss Representative Jackie Walorski, Indiana Republican, she died in a car crash in August, okay? And Joe Biden, for whatever reason, was not aware of that, even though the White House issued condolences to her family in a statement when she died, because he was calling out to her during a speech or opening remarks that he was giving during a White House conference on hunger, nutrition, and health, which is something that Walorski, the late congresswoman, was a co-sponsor on a bill to fund that conference to advocate for reducing hunger in America. But apparently, Joe Biden was not aware at the time that she is dead. Again, which is evidenced by him calling out for her while he was giving his opening remarks. Take a look.
And so many of you know so much about this as well, and you're committed. And I want to thank all of you here for including bipartisan elected officials like Representative Governor, Senator Braun, Senator Booker, Representative Jackie. Are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here to help make this.
Yeah, so clearly this guy was not aware that Jackie Walorski is dead. Okay, he was not aware of that, despite the fact that, again, the White House issued condolences saying that the president and his wife Jill were very saddened by her passing. You know, something that you think, if it was actually true, okay, they were actually very sad by it, that he would remember that. That's not something that he would forget unless he has some type of condition. Again, either way, it's very bad, okay? He either was not aware, which is bad, or he totally forgot because he has some type of mental condition, like, I don't know, dementia, that is contributed to him not being able to remember, right? Both are bad, okay? Clearly, something's wrong, okay? Just like we've seen since the man took office, right? Even before he got in office. We all knew that he wasn't all the way there mentally, but for whatever reason, allegedly, 80-some million people decided to vote for him. Anyways, Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House Affirmative Action press secretary and chief propagandist, was asked about this mistake from Joe Biden, this gaffe. And I want you guys to listen to the spin that the Affirmative Action press secretary tries to put on this, because this is just sad. It really is. It's sad, and honestly, it's disrespectful to the intelligence of the American people, because she tries to pretend that this is perfectly normal stuff. Take a look.
Final one. What happened in the hunger event today? The president appeared to look around the room for an audience member, a member of Congress who passed away last month. He seemed to indicate she might be in the room. What happened?
So the president was, as you all know, you guys were watching today's event, a very important event on food insecurity. The president was naming the congressional champions on this issue and was acknowledging her incredible work. He had already planned to welcome the Congresswoman's family to the White House on Friday. There will be a bill signing in her honor this coming Friday. So, of course, she was on his mind. She was of top of mind for the president. He very much looks forward to discussing her remarkable legacy of public service with them when he sees her family this coming Friday.
He said, "Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? She must not be here."
No, I totally understand. I just explained she was on top of mind. This wasn't what we were able to witness today, and what the president was able to lift up in this at this conference, at this event, was how her focus on wanting to.
I just wanted to return to this question of the Congresswoman, and I think we all totally get why she's top of mind. You've made that case pretty effectively. But I think the confusing part is why, if she and the family is top of mind, does the president think that she's living and in the room?
I don't find that confusing. I mean, I think many people can speak to sometimes when you have someone top of mind, they're a top of mind, exactly that. And it is also, if you put it into the context, it's not like it happened outside of context, right? It happened at an event where we were calling out the champions, congressional champions in particular, of this issue, this important issue when it comes to food insecurity, something that this administration has led on from the beginning of this administration, not just across the country, but also globally. You heard him talk about food insecurity last week at the UN and the investments that we have put forward as the United States of America in helping deal with that. Look, he was at an event, you all saw, you all watched, which is why you're asking the question, right, where he was calling out, again, congressional leaders, a bipartisan leadership that we have seen on this particular issue. And again, he's going to see her family in just 2 days. And she was on top of mind. I mean, that is not an unusual scenario there.
Karine, I have John Lennon top of mind just about every day, but I'm not looking around for him anywhere.
When you sign a bill for John Lennon as president, then we can have this conversation. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
These moments of confusion are happening with your constituents.
Go ahead.
Excuse me, Americans are watching this and are having concerns. What do you say to that? This is a legitimate question. We need to have some answers.
Yeah, that is embarrassing, right? That is one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen in my life. Look, I'm pretty good at spotting bullshit, okay? Which means I'm pretty good at also determining who's good at bullshitting and who's not good at bullshitting. Karine Jean-Pierre is the worst bullshit artist I've ever seen in my life, okay? To be a politician, you got to be pretty good at bullshitting, or to be in politics, you have to be good at it. She is not good at it, right? Her and Kamala Harris are some of the worst bullshitters I've ever seen in my life, okay? And that answer that she gave there was nothing but bullshit. I'm sorry for saying that word so much, but that is the only thing that I can think of to describe what she just said, right? She's literally saying that, well, Joe Biden is calling out to dead people because the dead person is top of mind. Well, if the dead person is at top of mind, he would know that she's dead. So why in the world is he calling out to her as if she's alive? He clearly was not aware that she's dead. Clearly. And instead of just admit the truth, man. I get it. You can't come out here and say certain things to make the president look bad. But in a situation like this, bruh, it's so obvious that Biden is mentally impaired. That, you know, it might just be better just to wave the white flag on it, bruh. Wave the white flag. Okay? Just wave the white flag. Just say, you know what, we give up. You're right. The president forgot. Right? The president forgot. We told him about it. He forgot he's old, okay? Because, you know, at the very least, if you say that, You can say, look, all the failures of the Biden administration is because the guy is just mentally, he's just not mentally there. Just wave the white flag on him, man. Don't come out here and insult our intelligence like this. Don't do this, bro. Don't embarrass yourself like this, right? Especially because Karine Jean-Pierre is a black woman, right? But by her doing this, she's embarrassing black Americans. She's making it seem like we are not prepared or that we're not capable of doing jobs like this. Because Democrats come out here and celebrate people like her getting a job who's clearly unqualified for this job. They celebrate it as this type of some type of historic victory. And then they turn around and they perform terribly because she wasn't qualified in the first place. You need to have John Kirby, this straight white male out there doing this. He could have spun some better bullshit than this. This is terrible, right? And even the media is like, no, bro. We're not going to let you get away with that, right? We're not going to let you get away with this. Okay, we have to have answers because it's happening too much. We can't just sit here and continue to let you just do word salad and filibuster your way through what is obviously something that, again, is extremely apparent and also disrespectful. It is disrespectful to the family of that congresswoman for Biden not even to remember that she's dead or to know that she's dead. That's why you're better off coming out here and just saying, look, he forgot because he's experiencing some mental deficiencies, right? Just own up to it. It looks, even like in a situation like this, it just makes it so it's like, all right, well, it's not his fault. Because the way it looks now, it looks like he just forgot. Obviously, she isn't so important. Obviously, she isn't so top of mind that Biden didn't know she was dead, right? Which again shows you how kind of disingenuous and fake some of these like messages and statements from the White House are. They issue a condolence message from the White House. Jill and Joe Biden are very sad about this. You don't just forget that somebody's dead, right? If you've been told, unless you have a mental condition. Because otherwise, if Biden doesn't have a mental condition, which is what Karine Jean-Pierre is basically trying to protect the media from speculating over, then it's even worse. That means that he forgot or he wasn't told at all, which means he really doesn't give a damn about her contributions to this bill, right? Everything he's saying is lip service. It's all fake. Again, this is embarrassing, bro. It really is. I'm embarrassed on so many levels, man. Karine Jean-Pierre, quit, bro. Quit. Just go ahead and quit while you're ahead. Go and get your show on MSNBC, right? Just do that because you're not cut out for this, bro. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.